Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 Pennant race is on the air. Today's date is September 22nd, 1969. We are at Crosley Field for a pretty big game in the National League West between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds. The Dodgers come into this game a record of 79 and 71. The Reds are at 500 at 76 and 76. Let's take a look at the standings. In the American League East, the Baltimore Orioles have clinched home field throughout the American League postseason, and they have pretty much also clinched home field throughout overall, with the Mets at 58 losses and the Orioles at 105. That's 163. The Baltimore Orioles Memorial Stadium will be, in order to get to the World Series, the road goes through Memorial Stadium. The Boston Red Sox have clinched a playoff berth. Their magic number, though, to clinch second place is 6. The Detroit Tigers, their magic number is 1 to clinch a playoff berth. A win today or any combination of wins or losses by the Tigers or the Senators, the Tigers will make the postseason. The Senators, they are barely alive, mathematically alive, for a chance to still beat Detroit. The New York Yankees were eliminated yesterday. They are out. In the American League West, there will only be a guarantee. Every team underneath Oakland and Minnesota, every team has 81 or more losses. We will only have 5 teams from the American League in the postseason. The Twins are still chasing Oakland. They're only 1 back. This is still a very close race there. The winner, of course, automatically will go to the division series. The loser will have to go play the number 4 seed in a 1-game playoff. In the National League, the New York Mets and the Cubs are tied. The Mets, however, are percentage points ahead of the Cubs. That's what, but they are, for all intents and purposes, they are tied for the National League East. The Cardinals are 7.5 back in 3rd place. The Pirates are 1.5 game back of the Cardinals. Where still very much a chance here for the Pirates to maybe unseat St. Louis and take over 3rd place. This rate, the National League East, still very much up for grabs. National League West, the San Francisco Giants have now taken a 0.5-game lead on the Braves. The Dodgers are 5.5, but they have a 3.5-game lead on the Astros for 3rd. The Reds tonight are 4 back. This is a must-win game for Cincinnati tonight. If they lose, they will be 5 games back, okay, with really only 6 games left to play, all right, for the final week coming up. All right, their season pretty much, if the Reds lose tonight, their season, for all intents and purposes, is over. The Astros still have a chance. They're 3.5 back of the Dodgers, and these two will go against each other in the final week. So that is the standings as we go into tonight's big game. Ben Witz, Doug Hunt, Jeremy Brooks, and DB join us here at Crosley Field. And happy Labor Day to everybody. The Reds historically won this game. The Reds had 2 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. The Dodgers 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors. But, of course, we all know that Inside Pitch has a mind of its own. I do draw your attention to the dice tray. If you've noticed, I have replaced the felt now with some foam, okay, that Brian Patterson gave me a link, and it's in there pretty good, so we will now be rolling the dice on this, and so I have fixed that, so now it looks a lot better. Plus, I think it actually looks more vibrant. The dice, however, are bouncing a little, so I may have more sewer dice than normal, but we will see what happens. I thought I would introduce you to that right then and there. I didn't do it perfectly, but close enough for jazz. So, without further ado, a big game here between the Dodgers and the Reds. And I don't see Brian B. anywhere in the chat. And he always wanted me to do a game with the starting pitcher the Reds have on the mound. I hope he watches it at least on a replay, and I hope he is okay. Might be enjoying his Labor Day weekend. Let's get things started. Starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds today is Jim Maloney. 12 wins, 5 losses, a 2.77 ERA, 102 strikeouts, and 82 walks. We are at Crosley Field, definitely a hitter's park. 171 home runs, -2 to strikeouts, -1 to walks. So we are all set and ready to go. The fans here at Crosley Field know what's at stake. Dodgers trying to lengthen their lead for third place in the division, and they're not out of first place yet by any means. But let's see what happens tonight. Leading off for the Dodgers will be the shortstop, Maury Wills, 274 average, 4 homers, 47 RBIs. We're going to use red, white, and white dice. Reds are the home team. Everyone is set and ready to go. This could be the last game we do for the Reds, because it looks like the Dodgers are going to get in it. But let's see what happens. Maloney, 5'4". That's a range play at the park. Crosley Field, 2-3. That's a fly ball to center field. Going after that is Ted Savage. His range is a 3. He's got it. Out number 1. Savage will go ahead and make a catch in center field. And already I can see how the dice are going to roll on this thing. Next batter is the second baseman, Ted Sizemore. 271 average, 4 homers, 46 RBIs in 69. Maloney, 3-3, strikeout, 16 is high. Sizemore, 4-3, and that's grounded to third. That'll be handled by Tony Perez. And over to first it goes for out number 2. And now the center fielder, Willie Davis. 311 average, 11 homers, 59 RBIs. That's a pretty darn good year for him. Maloney, 4-3. Against the lefty, it's an automatic out. And that's going to be a grounder to short, handled there by Darrell Cheney. And he will take it, toss it over to first, and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. And we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight is Don Sutton, Hall of Famer. Well, when you have over 300 wins, absolutely. 17 wins, 18 losses, 3.47 ERA, 217 strikeouts, and 85 walks for him in 69. So Don Sutton will be the starter for the Dodgers tonight. Leading off for the Reds will be the right fielder, Mr. Pete Rose, Hall of Famer. No, one of the greatest of all time. Yeah, 348 average, 16 homers, 82 RBIs in 69. Sutton, 4'6", that's at the park. Crosley Field, 6'4", that's a home run to the pull side against a righty. Rose needs an 11, that's a 6, and that's a great way for the Reds to start the game. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Peter Rose. And that's how you start the game for the Reds, with a leadoff bomb by Pete Rose. As he sent that one over the right field fence. It's 1-0 in favor of the Reds. And now the second baseman, Tommy Helms, a 269 average, a homer and 40 RBIs in 69. Sutton, 6'3", strikeout, 18 will be too high. Helms, 5'1", and that's a ground ball to third. That'll be handled there by Jim Lefebvre, and he will throw it over for the out. Next batter, the first baseman, Lee May, 278 average, 38 homers, 110 RBIs, 69. And see here, Sutton, 2-2 against a righty walk. The 9 is going to be too high. May, a 5'3", and that's ground ball to third base. Once again, that'll be handled by Jim Lefebvre, and he will throw it in through the first, 2 down. And now the third baseman, Hall of Famer, Tony Perez, 294 average, 37 homers, 122 RBIs. Yes, Doug Hunt, Rose should be in the friggin' Hall. I just said that because he's not in the Hall, but he should be. Sutton, 4'6", it's at the park. Crosley Field, 4'2", and that's grounded at the plate. Tom Haller is the catcher. Remember, in version 4 rules, you actually now have to, anytime anything has to do with the catcher, Off the ballpark card, you have to roll to see if he can make an error. It's ground ball at the plate. Haller going after it. His error rating is an 8. And he'll make an error, and Perez is going to get to first base. That's going to be an E2 on Haller. Probably misplayed the ball in front of it, and Perez will get to first on the E2. So that will be an error on Haller, the catcher. And now we'll see the catcher for the Reds, Mr. Johnny Bench, Hall of Famer. Yeah, one of the greatest of all time. Yeah. Is he the greatest catcher of all time? Hard to argue. 293 average, 26 homers, 90 RBIs, and 69. Phoenix Knight joins us here at Crosley Field. There are 2 outs. Perez safe on the error, and nothing on the 16. The Dodgers did not have any errors in the game in real life. 5-2, hit by pitch. 18 is high. Bench. Bench 5-6, and that's a fly to center field. That'll be handled there by Willie Davis. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left on. But the Reds have taken a quick 1-0 lead here after 1 on a big time bomb by Mr. Rose. I wonder if he made a bet that he would hit a home run his first at bat of the game. Probably did. Somebody needs to check the bookie. Top of the second, leading off for the Dodgers will be right fielder Willie Crawford. He's in right for this game. 247 average, 11 homers, 41 RBIs. Maloney, 4-6, wild pitch. It's a blank. Crawford, 3-3, and he hits a grounder to third, and that'll be taken care of by Mr. Perez, and over to first it goes. Next up is the first baseman, Wes Parker, 278 average, 13 homers, 68 RBIs, and 69. Maloney, 2-1, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out. He'll get him with the 1, and that's the first K for Maloney, 2 down. Next up is the left fielder, Len Gabrielson. He's in left for this game, 270 average, a homer, and 18 RBIs, and 69. Maloney, 4-5, that's a blank. Gabrielson, 4-2, that's a grounder to short. That'll be handled there by Cheney. Cheney tosses it over to first, and that is a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Reds will be the left fielder, It's a Wonderful Life, Jimmy Stewart. 253 average, 4 homers, 24 RBIs, and 69. Sutton, 4-1. That's a walk plus 10, and that 4 will walk Stewart easily. And Stewart will trot to first. First free pass given up by Sutton. And now the center fielder, Ted Savage. He's in center for this game. 227 average, 2 homers, 11 RBIs, and 69. Infield double play, nothing happening on the 18. 4-5. That's a walk in that 12. Yeah, easily ball 4. Savage must have drawn a lot of walks. There's a high walk rating. And now the Reds are in business. 2 quick walks. And now we'll see the shortstop, Darrell Cheney, a 191 average, infield, and 15 RBIs. And nothing on the strategy. Rose will stay put. Sutton will go ahead and he will pitch. Sutton, 6-5. That is a blank. Cheney, a 1-5. And against a righty, that's a ground ball to third. Where was that ball hit? And that was hit in the hole. So the only double play they have is second to first. So 1-1-1-2. Second base, pivot, Sizemore, 0. A 1-2, it's a double play. They got it. Stewart will go to third, and there will be 2 outs. So now 2 down as they do turn the double play. And that will bring up the pitcher, Jim Maloney. He was pretty good. He was a good hitter. 200 average and 3 bombs and 8 RBIs. Maloney, pretty good at the plate. Sutton sets up with Maloney. Stewart stays put. Sutton, 6-5. That's a blank. Maloney, 6-6. And it's a base hit for Jim Maloney. He will get a single to right. Stewart will come in to score, and the Reds now have a 2-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single for Jim Maloney, and he stands on the bag and says, DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Next batter is Mr. Rose. He had a bomb his last time up. Now 2-0 Reds already here in the top of the second. Strategy roll for Maloney. He stays put. Sutton, 1-4. Strikeout, no. Rose, 1-3. And it hits one past short, and that will be a single. Maloney has absolutely no speed, and he'll hold at second base. So Rose keeps it going. His second hit of the game. Now has a home run and a single. The next batter is Helms. Helms is 0 for 1. Still 2 outs here, but Sutton can't get out of the inning. Anything on the strat? No. Sutton, 3-1. That is a blank. Helms, 4-6, and he hits a base hit past short. Will that score Maloney? The answer is no. He only has a speed of 2 with 2 outs. It will not be enough, and he will hold, and the bases are full of Reds. And now the very dangerous May. May is 0 for 1. They go talk to Sutton on the mound here, see what's up. But right now, we just can't get this final out here. In the bottom of the second, 2-0 already, Reds. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Sutton will pitch. Sutton, 2-1. Range play. May, 3-5. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Maury Wills. His range is a 4, and he can't get it. It'll be a base hit. Maloney will score. Pete Rose with a base running rating of 5 with 2 outs. He will score. Helms, a base running rating of 4. He will not make with 2 outs. He will hold at second. May is on first. 4-0 Reds. Stadium cheers. Yay! Fourth straight base hit. And if it wasn't for the double play, the Reds would really be up. The next batter is Perez. He reached on an error his last time up. Was first time up, I should say. And nothing on the strat. Helms on at second, May on at first. Sutton trying to get out of this jam. Sutton, 4-2, error on a grounder. Perez, 6-2. That's a ground ball. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is at the Jim Lefebvre. His error rating is a 3. That's an 18. He will not make an error. He's got it. He will throw to first to finally end the inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, a couple of walks. But the Reds have a 4-0 lead here after 2. Where is Brian B. is what I want to know. Hope all is well. I haven't seen from him or heard from him in a while. He may be on taking a vacation. But Brian B., if you get in here or watch the replay, this game really is for you. And luckily, this game actually does matter. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Dodgers, we the third baseman, Jim Lefebvre. 236 average, 4 homers, 44 RBIs in 69. Maloney, 6-1, range play. Lefebvre, 6-1, ground ball, second base. That ball is hit to Ted Sizemore. His range is a 3. He's got it. Nice play by Sizemore. And he'll throw it over. Not Sizemore, Helms. Helms is second base, but his range is a 3 anyway. He makes the play, out number 1. As usual, I never know who's in the field. I never remember who's in the field. That'll bring up the catcher, Tom Haller. 263 average, 6 homers, 39 RBIs in 69. Yeah, I haven't seen him all weekend either. Maloney, 2-1, strikeout 8. That will just miss. Haller, a 5-2, and he grounds it right back to the pitcher. Maloney will go ahead and get that. And over to first it goes for out number 2. And now the pitcher, Don Sutton. He'll hit 153 average and 3 RBIs in 69. Maloney, 4-3 against a righty walk. No, not with that 14. Sutton, 5-4. He grounds 5-4. He grounds it to first. That'll be handled by May. And May will take it himself and retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Go the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the third. Reds trying to get back above 500. You've got to be above 500 to make the playoffs. 500, 81, 81, or anything like that does not get you in. You must have a winning season. They are 4 back of the Dodgers. The Astros are a half game ahead of the Reds in the National League West. We go to the bottom of the third. Reds holding on to a 4-0 lead here. Leading off for the Natty will be Mr. Johnny Bench, and he's 0 for 1. Sutton will pitch. Sutton, 1-5, error on a throw. Bench, 3-1. Nope, that's a fly out to right. That'll be handled by Mr. Crawford, and he'll make the catch. Next batter is Stewart. Stewart walked his first time up. Sutton, 5-3, strikeout. That is too high on the 17. Stewart, 3-6, and that's grounded to third. Taken care of there by Lefebvre, and Lefebvre will toss it over easily. And now Savage. Savage walked his first time up. Sutton, 2-1, range play. Savage, 6-3. It's a single to center field, but it's a range play for Willie Davis. Davis is after it. His range is a 3. He's got it. The inning is over. A nice play by Willie Davis. He turns that single into an out. Da-da-da, da-da-da. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds, 4-0 after 3. The Dodgers have a record of 3-2 on the board. The Reds a record of 1-5. They really need to have this game. If they go to 1-6 on the board, as I said, their season pretty much ends tonight if the Reds cannot at least win this game and then get some help from the ticker throughout the final week. Top of the fourth, leading off for the Dodgers will be Maury Wills, and he is 0 for 1. Maloney, 2-4, walk 3. Yep, that will be ball 4, and Wills becomes the first base runner for the Dodgers in the game. First walk given up by Maloney. It will now bring up Sizemore. Sizemore's 0 for 1. Wills had 40 stolen bases, and he gets the steal sign, but you're down by 4 runs. I just don't see you going. I just don't see you taking off. Maloney, 6-2. That's a blank. He's not tired. Sizemore, 5-6, and it's a base hit to left field. Wills a base runner 4, single to left -2. 1-2, more Wills will get to third, and he won't. As left fielder, Jimmy Stewart throws that ball in pretty fast, and it will be runners at first and second. That's also the first hit for the Dodgers in the ball game. Next batter is Davis. Davis is 0 for 1. Infield still a double play, and nothing on the 7. Maloney, he'll go ahead and pitch. Maloney, 3-3, strikeout 9. That is too high. Davis, 6-3, base hit right past third, and here come the Dodgers. Wills, will he score? Base hit past third. Yes, he will. He will score from second. Sizemore, will he get to third? No. Sizemore holds at second base. Davis goes to first, but the Dodgers are on the board. It's 4-1. RBI single by Davis. And now the batter is Crawford. And Crawford is 0 for 1. So Maloney got off to a great start, but now he's having issues here in the top of the 4th inning. Crawford is 0 for 1. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Crosley Field. I know he is the big-time Reds fan. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Maloney, 5-3 against the lefty. It's a blank. Crawford, 6-3. Ground ball to first. So 2-2-2. Shortstop pivot. Cheney +1. A 1-3. It's a double play. No. Sizemore will get to third. Davis has got great speed. He will have the only play that May had was the first to get Crawford. That's out number one. They do not get Davis. His base running rating of 5 is just awesome at that position, and he'll make it to second base, but there is one out. Infield will play in with runners at second and third. And the next batter is Parker. Parker is 0 for 1. I know Philip Reynolds likes what he sees on the scoreboard right now. Strategy, nothing on the 15. Maloney, 6-1, range play. Parker, 3-5. And that's a base hit to left field, but it's a range play for for Jimmy Stewart. His range is a 3. He can't get this one. That's going to be a single to left. Sizemore will score. Davis, a base runner, 5. Single to left plus 1 is a 6. It's not going to be a throw. He will come in to score. Parker goes to first, and now it's 4-3. Stadium groans. 2 RBI single by Parker. And the next batter is Gabrielson, and he's 0 for 1. The Reds had a 4-0 lead, but here come the Dodgers. Infield is back to double play. Top of the 4th inning. Strategy roll. Parker will stay where he is. Gabrielson does get the bunt sign, but he'll swing away. Maloney, 1-5. Error on a throw. Gabrielson, 2-5. Nope, that's a fly out to center. And that will be caught by Savage for out number 2, and Parker goes back. 2 outs. Here's Lefebvre. Lefebvre's 0 for 1. Parker, he'll stay put. Maloney, 3-1. Possible error. Lefebvre, 3-5. And that's hit to left field. That's an 11. Against a righty, that's going to be a double. That's going to be a double to left. Left fielder Stewart has an error rating of 7. He will make an error out there as well. So Parker automatically scores. Lefebvre goes to third. Lefebvre's base running rating is a 3. Stewart a 0 arm. A 1-3. Lefebvre will score, and he will. Holy cow. A double and an error. Misplayed out there by Stewart, and the Dodgers have taken the lead. Stadium barfs. Yeah. That's a 2 RBI double for Lefebvre, and that is also an error. That's also an E7. And that is the first error on the Reds in the ball game. They had 2 of them historically in this ball game. And the Dodgers have put a 5 spot here in the top of the 4th. And now the batter is Haller. Haller's 0 for 1. Maloney cannot believe what's happened here in the 4th inning. Maloney, 1-4, strikeout, 2, got him. The inning is over, but finally, second strikeout for Maloney. 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 error. And the Dodgers have taken a 5-4 lead here. As we go to the bottom of the 4th. Darrell Chaney leads off for the Natty. He's 0 for 1. Sutton, 4-2. Error on a grounder. Chaney, 6-4. That's hit to left field. That's a 3 against a righty. That's going to be a leadoff double. Left fielder is Gabrielson. His error rating is an 11, but he will not make an error. He'll get that. He will get it in there, but the Reds get the leadoff man on at second base. The next batter is Maloney. He's going to hit. A 200 average as a pitcher. He's definitely going to hit. Chaney on at second. Already here come the Reds trying to get it done. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 18. Maloney does get the bunt, but with a 200 average, he's going to hit. Sutton, 4-1. Walk plus 10, and he walked him. Sutton walks Maloney. And it looks like it's going to be one of those games. That's the third walk given up by Sutton. Sutton not being his Hall of Fame status tonight, as now he walks the pitcher, and now the batter is Rose. Rose is 2 for 2, a bomb and a single. Infield is at double play depth. Marlon Price joins us here at Crosley Field. I wonder if anybody ever went to Crosley Field when the Reds were playing there. 69 was the penultimate year. They did play at Crosley Field for half of the 1970 season, before moving into the stadium that was in front of the river. Thomas Bartlett joins us here at Crosley Field. Anything on Strat? That is a 1. No, nobody's going to move. Sutton, 1-3, range play. Rose, 5-3. That's a double into center field, but it's a range play for Willie Davis. Davis is going after it. His range is a 3. And it's going to be a drop in there for a double. Cheney will score. Maloney, a base runner 1, double to center, a 0. Maloney can only score on a 1, and he doesn't. Maloney will hold at third. Rose holds at second. We're tied at 5. Stadium cheers. Yay! Rose has a double. He is now a triple short of the cycle already. A home run, a single, and a double. The batter is Helms. Still nobody out here on the bottom of the 4, tied at 5. Cutter Historical joins us here at Crosley Field. Being blamed for a missed extra point in Dave Gardner's football game. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Infield coming in this big game between the Dodgers and the Reds. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Sutton, 4-5. Walk, 15 is too high. Helms, a 2-5, and it's a base hit to center field. Maloney will come in to score. Rose, base runner 4. Single to center, +1. A 1-5, he will score. He does. 2 more runs for the Reds. It's 7-5. Stadium cheers. Yay! Seven to 5 Reds. The Dodgers put a 5 spot in the top of this inning. The Reds have now put a 4 spot in the bottom of this inning. 3 spot in the bottom of this inning. And still nobody out. Here's May and Sutton. They want him to see if he can finish the inning, but he may not be able to make it. He gives up 1 more run. He's done. Helms on at first. May at the plate. Infield back to double play depth. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Sutton will pitch. Sutton, 2-1. Range play. May, 6-5. Ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Lefebvre. His range is a 4. He's got it. Will he turn the double play? 3-3-4. Second base pivot Sizemore 0. 1-4. They got it. 2 outs. May grounds out around the horn. 2 away on that double play. I made a rhyme. 5-4-3. The next batter is Perez. And Perez is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Perez on at the plate. Now 7-5 Reds. It looks like we're in for one of those games. Sutton, 2-2 against a righty walk, and that one is a ball 4, and Sutton has just not got it. That is another walk by Sutton. That's his 4th. And now here's Bench. Bench is 0 for 2. Perez had 4 stolen bases. That's a 20. Sutton fires to first, but Perez will get back. Now Sutton will pitch to Bench. Sutton, 6-5. That's a blank. Bench, 1-4. Line drive to third. That's going to be caught by Lefebvre, and that will end the inning. 3 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits and a couple of walks. Reds retake the lead, 7-5 after 4. So I guess pitching's going to take the night off in this one, too. We go to the top of the 5th. Jim Maloney had a rough outing in the 4th inning. They're going to let him pitch the 5th, even though Marlon Price has changed both. Because Maloney is actually due. Sutton, however, is coming out, though. That's it for Sutton. He was the leadoff batter, and that will be it for Sutton. Dodgers will go to the bench, though, to start the top of the 5th. And coming on to pinch hit for the Dodgers is going to be Andy Costco. 248 average, 19 homers, and 74 RBIs in 69. Top of the 5th here at Crosley Field, 7-5. Maloney, 5-2, walk 11. That will miss. Costco, a 5-3, and that's ground ball to second base. Helms will go ahead and take care of that and toss it over. Up next is Wills. Wills is 0 for 1 with a walk. Maloney, 2-1, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that will be the 3rd K for Maloney, 2 away. And now Sizemore. Sizemore 1 for 2 with a single. Maloney looking on. Fans here at Crosley Field hoping he can continue to pitch a little better. Maloney, 5-6. Home run chance. Righty, 1-15. The 20 is too high. Sizemore, 4-5, and against a righty, he grounds it to second base. That'll get taken care of there by Helms. Takes his time, tosses it over, and retires aside. Nice job there by Maloney on a comeback inning. Nothing across. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Leading off for the Reds will be Jimmy Stewart. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Dodgers going to the bullpen here. And coming on to pitch for the Dodgers is going to be Pete Mickelson. 7-5, 4 saves, a 2.78 ERA. So Sutton leaves with the L, and Mickelson right now trying to come in here and see what he can do. He can pitch to 7 batters. Let's see what he's got. Mickelson will come on to pitch to Stewart here. Bottom of the 5th, 7-5 Reds. Mickelson, 6-4, walk 3, and of course, that's ball 4. No matter what the surface is in here, I'll come in the first pitch, the first usually batter is usually a walk. So a walk there by Stewart. Now the batter is Savage. Savage is 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield double play. Stewart had 4 stolen bases. He won't get any here. Mickelson, 6-6 against the righty. Strikeout. 16 will be too high. Savage, 6-4, and that's a ground ball to third. 2-1-2. Second base. Pivot Sizemore, 0-1-2. No. Stewart will be thrown out at second, and Savage will take over at first. Fielder's choice. 1 out. Here's Cheney. Cheney is 1 for 2, got a double his last time up. Savage on at first. He had 3 stolen bases. And that is a 2. And he gets the steal sign with a stolen base of 20, and that is a 2. He's going. Savage is on his way to second base. Stolen base rating a 2 plus 2, and the catcher is Haller. The only way Savage is out is on a 20. And he's safe easily. Savage will go ahead and steal a base. It's his first of the game. Now we'll go ahead and re-roll the strat. And nothing on the 4. Savage will stay at second. Mickelson will pitch. Mickelson, 3-4, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out on the 14. And that's a K there for Mickelson, 2 down. And now the batter is Maloney. The Reds got to think what they want to do here. Maloney can hit the ball. Maloney is not tired yet. He could still pitch to a few more batters. They do have the lead in this game. I'm going to let him hit. Savage on at second. Maloney will bat. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 16. Mickelson. A 3-6. That is a home run result against a righty. Maloney needs an 18. That's a 16. And just like I keep on saying, you just don't see managing like this on that other channel with the very fluffy cat. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Jim Maloney. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 2-run bomb by Jim Maloney, and the Reds now have a 9-5 lead. 3-6 is a straight home run result. Maloney had an 18. An unbelievable hit by Maloney, and it is now 9-5. And once again, Maloney says, I don't know what you guys think, but I don't care. DH, I don't need no stinking DH. And now the batter is Pete Rose. Rose is a triple short of a cycle. Mickelson, after giving up that bomb, I think the Dodgers would yank him, and they will. That'll be it for Mickelson as well. Maybe, yeah, they'll yank him. That'll be it for Mickelson, as right now the Dodgers just not making any good choices there. They'll bring in a new pitcher for Rose, and it is going to be Al McBean. 2 wins, 7 losses, 4 saves, a 4.09 ERA. So McBean will go ahead and pitch to Rose. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 9th, Dolly Parton, 9-5. And now McBean will pitch to Rose. Rose needs a triple to get the cycle. McBean, 4-1. That's a blank. Rose, 4-2. He hits one to left field. That's a 14. And against the righty, that is a triple. Pete Rose has the cycle. A 4-2 is a hit to left field against a righty. That is a 14. That 10-19 is a triple. Pete Rose has the cycle. My 3rd cycle ever. Stadium cheers. Yay! Pete Rose has the cycle. Home run, single, double, and triple. And now the batter is Helms. And I know if Brian B watches this game, he will be very happy with it. Here's Helms. He's 2 for 3, 2 singles. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And Pete Rose does that cycle in 4 for 4. So that is I don't know, it's not a natural cycle. I think they call it a 4-hit cycle. McBean will go ahead and he will pitch. McBean, 4-2. That's a blank. Helms, 2-6. That's a ground ball to short. That'll be handled by Maury Wills. The throw goes over to first. And the inning is over. 2 runs, 3 hits. A 2-run bomb by Jim Maloney. And Pete Rose gets the cycle. 9-5 after 5. Instant Game of the Year candidate. No matter what happens. We go to the top of the 6th. Leading off for the Dodgers will be Willie Davis. Jim Maloney will stay out there. He still has 6 batters he can deal with. Davis is 1 for 2. But the Reds now have a 9-5 lead. This is the second game involving the Reds where a cycle has been hit. The second game, I believe, involving the Reds because Mike Schmidt did a natural cycle against the Reds in the 76 game. This time, in the 76 season. This time, the Reds get the cycle with Pete Rose. Maloney will pitch. Maloney, 2-1, strikeout, got him. And he goes ahead and strikes out Davis, 1 down. And now the batter is Crawford. Crawford is 0 for 2. That is my 3rd cycle ever. Maloney, 6-1, range play. Crawford, 5-3. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Darrell Chaney. His range is a 2. He won't get that one. That will be a base hit for Crawford. So Crawford gets on first on a single. And now Parker. Infield is at double play. Parker is 1 for 2. Had a 2 RBI single his last time up. Anything on Strat? No. Strats are still being used, by the way. Maloney will pitch. Maloney, 3-4. Hit by pitch. No. Parker. 5-2. That's flied to right field. And that'll be grabbed there by Mr. Rose. And he'll make the catch for the second out. And now the batter is Gabrielson. Gabrielson is 0 for 2. Strategy roll for Crawford. He stays put. Maloney, he'll go ahead and pitch. Maloney, 5-2. Walk. 18 is high. Gabrielson, 1-5. And that is a grounder to third. Taken care of there by Tony Perez. Takes his time. Throws to first to get Gabrielson. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Dodgers. If it wasn't for the 5 runs on 4 hits in the 4th inning, Maloney would really be having a heck of a game. But we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-5. Jim Connell, Chuck Rawlings, and Joke joins us here at Crosley Field. And yes, Joke, you got here for a cycle hit. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Doesn't happen often. Bottom of the 6th inning, Al McBean will stay out there. Leading off for the Reds will be Lee May, and he's 1 for 3. Reds lead 9-5. They are 4 games back of the Dodgers for 3rd place. They need to win this game, and then they got to hope 10-minute ticker goes their way the rest of the season in the final week. McBean, 2-4, possible error. May, 3-4. That is not an error. That's not an error. It's hit the second base. Second baseman Sizemore's error rating is a 6. That's a 20. He's not going to make an error. May is going to get credited with an infield single. There's no way he's going to get him out. I either call it a single or an error. I'm not really going to call it single and error. If it's an infield single, they're not going to throw that ball. Here's Perez. Perez is 0 for 2. Walked, reach on an error. Infield is a double play. Strategy rolls are still on. Nothing on the 11. May is on it first. McBean will pitch. McBean, 5-3. Walk. 16 is high. Perez, 4-2. And that's a base hit to center field. May, base runner 3. Single to center, -2, though. A 1 will get him to third, and it won't. May will hold at second base, but runners at first and second, and nobody out. It'll bring up Mr. Bench. And by the way, I'm not 100% Joke. I think this is the first time you joined me in the chat. And if you have, I apologize for not remembering, but if you haven't, welcome to the network. Here's Bench. Bench is 0 for 3. You kind of think he's due. On a night like this, the Reds should just go ahead and explode. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 2. Nobody will move. McBean will continue to pitch. He'll pitch to Bench. McBean, 6-3. That's a pitcher result. That 9 is going to be an automatic out. And that's going to be a fly out the left. That's going to be caught there by Gabrielson for out number 1. May, a base runner 3, hit the left -2. Gabriel 0. May can take third on a 1. He does, and that's a 6. Another 6. It could be a play. He'll hold at second base. He bluffs the throw, but May will go back to second. The next batter is Stewart. Bench is 0 for 4. Stewart is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Infield still at double play depth. Nothing on the 19. McBean right now just trying to eat some innings up right now with the way the Reds are hitting. McBean, 1-5, error on a throw. Stewart, 4-1. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit. That ball is hit to Wills. His error rating is a 9. That's a 3, and he's going to make an error as well. So now we got to see where the ball was thrown. 1-1-2. Second base pivot. Sizemore is 0. A 1-2. This would have been the start of the double play. That is a 1. So the throw goes to second. Second baseman Sizemore's range is a 3. And he can't get it. Lee May's base running rating is a 3. And that is no. May will hold at third. Everybody's safe. That's an error on a throw. It goes into the outfield, but May did not have enough speed to get around third. But the bases are loaded. So that is going to be, that is an E. That's an E6, right? Well, that was Lafitte. What was that? That was hit. Not Gabrielson. That was Wills. No, it was Sizemore. That was Sizemore. So that is an E5, and everybody's safe. That's the second error on the Dodgers in the ball game. And now the batter is Savage. You don't comment in the chat, but you have been here before. Thank you. You are very welcome, sir. Bases are loaded for Ted Savage. Savage is 0 for 2 and walked. McBean, the question is, are they going to let him hit? Let him pitch. And he is just not getting it done here with 1 out. The infield's going to call in as the Dodgers do not want any more runs to score. They'll try for the home to first double play. McBean will go ahead and deal. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. McBean will pitch. McBean, 4-3, walk 13. Ball forward, he walks in a run. And the Dodgers are having that kind of game. He walks in a run, and it is now 10-5 Reds. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI walk by Savage. That will be it for McBean now, as the Dodgers will yank him out. Dodgers will go back to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Dodgers is going to be Joe Moeller. 1 win, no losses, a save, a 3.35 ERA. The Dodgers have plenty of pitchers. Remember, September call-up, so there's a lot of pitchers to deal with. But Moeller will come on to pitch now for the Dodgers. He can pitch to 8. And leading next batter for the Reds is Cheney. Bases are still loaded here with 1 out, but now it's a 10-5 lead in favor of the Reds. Cheney is 1 for 3, got a double in the game. Perez on at third, Stewart on at second, Savage on at first. Moeller now coming in. He'll pitch to Cheney. Strategy rolls are now off. Moeller, 4-3, strikeout 10, got him. And he'll go ahead and strike out Cheney for out number 2. Next batter is Maloney. Maloney can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. They're going to let him hit. Maloney has a single and a home run. If Maloney gets a double or a triple here, he may have a shot at the cycle. I don't know. When was the last time a pitcher hit for the cycle? If that ever, and I know, of course, it would have to be back in the day. That would not happen now, of course. When was the last time the pitcher hit for the cycle? If that ever happened. Perez on at third, Stewart on at second, Savage on at first. 2 outs, bottom of the sixth, 10-5 Reds. Moeller, 6-6, strikeout 14. That will get him. That will be a cold strike 3 on Jim Maloney. Probably should have swung the bat there, but that will end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, 1 walk. It's 10-5 Reds after 6. We go to the top of the 7th with the Reds holding on to a 10-5 lead. Jim Lefebvre leads off for the Dodgers. He is 1 for 2. Scored, got a double. And Maloney will pitch to Lefebvre. He's got 2 more batters he can face. Why not? You got a 5-run lead. Maloney, 4-1 against the switch left. That's an automatic out. And that's going to be a grounder to short, taken care of there by Cheney. And the throw goes to first, out number 1. Next batter is Haller. Haller is 0 for 2. Maloney with the pitch. 4-1 against the lefty. It's an automatic out. And that's going to be grounded to first base, taken care of by Lee May. He'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. Pinch hitter coming in for Moeller, as they're going to go ahead and go to the bench for him. And coming on to bat for the Dodgers is going to be Bill Sudeikis, 234 average, 14 homers, 53 RBIs. Sudeikis will come on to bat. Maloney is now tired. Let's see how long he can go. Maloney, 4-5. That's a blank. Sudeikis, 5-4, and he hits one to right, but it'll stay in the park easily. Mr. Pete Rose will make the catch and retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Dodgers, and it is 10-5 in favor of the Reds. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Tomorrow night is September 25th. It is also the last night we will have a 3-day 10-minute ticker. Only 1 day tomorrow night. And for September 25th, believe it or not, I don't know yet who to play. So, usually on the final week of a season, I usually don't choose the next game until after the 10-minute ticker during the final week. The final week officially begins tomorrow being Tuesday. The official, and of course, there will be a travel day on Wednesday. The final week will officially begin on Thursday with September 26th. So we'll wait to see what game I'll choose for tomorrow night, since really the truth is there are not that many great games scheduled, but we'll take a look at the ticker when we get there. Because pretty much tonight is the last night of 3 days per 1 day of baseball. Yes, people. Yes, everyone. The 1969 season is winding down. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Jim Maloney is going to stay out there. Maury Wills will lead off for the Dodgers. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Maloney has given up only 5 hits. That 4th inning really hurt him. If it wasn't for that, Maloney would have one heck of a night tonight. Bottom of the 7th. Is it bottom of the 7th? No, but it's the pitcher bat. What am I doing here? Duh, not Wills. Dodgers are up. No, Reds are up. Mr. Pete Rose will lead off for the Reds as I'm a little discombobulated here. Pete Rose has hit for the cycle, home run, single, double, triple. Dodgers need a pitcher, not the Reds. And coming on to pitch for the Dodgers is going to be Ray Lamb. No wins, a loss, a save, a 1.80 ERA. He only had 15 innings pitched. But Ray Lamb will come on to pitch for the Dodgers as we're going to go a little deeper into the Dodger bullpen. There have been 304 cycles, none hit by a pitcher. Okay, so there's never been a cycle hit by the pitcher. Not even Babe Ruth when he was hitting and pitching. No, no cycle ever hit by a pitcher. That would have been something. Lamb will go ahead and pitch to Rose. He has hit for the cycle today as Clee baseball fan joins us here at Crosley Field. Lamb. 6.56. That's a pitcher result. That 18 is too high. Rose 6.1, and he will not get a hit here. That's going to be grounded to second base, taken care of by Sizemore, and that is out number 1. So Rose is only gonna go 4 for 5, but he does get the cycle. Here's Helms. Helms is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Ohtani came close. Ohtani can do it. He can do it if the same day he pitches. Ohtani would have to do that on the same day he pitches, and he'll have a chance next year. Lamb, 4-1, strikeout 3. No, that's going to miss. Helms is a 4, but -2 makes him a 2. Helms, 1-4, and he grounds it to third. That'll be taken care of by Lefevre, and that's out number 2. Next batter is May, and May is 2 for 4, 2 singles. Ruth never hit for the cycle. That's interesting. Ruth never hit the cycle. That's interesting. You would think he would have. You would have think Ruth would have hit for the cycle. Lamb, 4-1, strikeout 10. Got him, and the inning is over. Nice job by Ray Lamb. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. 10-5 after 7. Jim Maloney says, let me keep on pitching here. Leading off for the Dodgers will be Maury Wills as we now go to the top of the 8th. What a night for the Reds. Wills is 0 for 2 with a walk. Maloney will go ahead and pitch. Maloney, 6-1, range play. Wills, 1-2, fly ball, center field. Going after that is Ted Savage. His range is a 3. Nope, that's going to drop. And that's going to be a double for Maury Wills. Savage didn't get a good jump on it. It's going to be over his head, and Wills is going to have a leadoff double. And now the batter is Sizemore. Sizemore 1 for 3. I don't know why I'm striking this. Strategy rolls are off. Maloney will pitch. If he gives up a run, he'll come out. Maloney, 1-2 against the righty. Strikeout, 14 is high. Sizemore, 2-2. It's a fly to right field. Rose will go ahead and get that for the first out. Wills, base runner 4, hit to right 0. Rose is 0. Wills will take third. It was deep enough, and Wills will get to third base. 1 out, though. Here is Davis. Davis is 1 for 3. Wills on at third. The Reds will play the infield back. The runner on third don't mean anything. Maloney, 2-3. That's an automatic out. And that's going to be a fly ball to right field. That'll be caught by Rose for out number 2. Davis, sacrifice fly of 2, hit to right, +1 is a 3. He doesn't score Wills that way. Wills a base runner 4. Rose has a 0 arm. And Wills will still not score. Not deep enough. So Maury Will stays at third. On the fly out to right, now here's up Crawford. And Crawford is 1 for 3. Maloney setting up with Crawford. Maloney trying to go and see how deep he can. He has not hit a fatigue result yet, but he's trying to complete this inning if he can. Will's on at third. Fans here at Crosley Field enjoying this ball game. Maloney, 6-1, range play. Crawford, 1-2, fly ball, center field. Once again, it's up to Ted Savage. His range is a 3, and he can't get it. And that's going to be a base hit. Wills will come in to score, and Crawford will hold it first. It is now 10-6, and that will be it for Maloney. But he gets a great ovation here at Crosley Field. RBI single by Crawford, but that will be it for Maloney, as he will come out, and the Reds will go to the bullpen. They need to make sure they win this game. And coming on to pitch for the Reds is going to be Clay Carroll. 12 wins, 6 losses, 7 saves, a 3.52 ERA. Maloney leaves with the W. Wes Parker will lead off for the Dodgers, and he's 1 for 3. But now a 10-6 ball game here at Crosley Field. Crawford on it first. 2 outs, though, in the top of the 8th. Carroll, 2-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Parker, 6-1, and he popped it up. That's a pop fly ball to first. May is in foul territory, but he will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits for the Dodgers. What a great night if you're a Reds fan. 10-6 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Lamb will come back on the mound. And let's see. He can still pitch to 5 more batters. Leading off for the Reds will be Tony Perez, and he is 1 for 3. Singled and reached on an error and walked. Bottom of the 8th, 10-6 Reds. Lamb, 6-6. That's a walk plus 10. That 20, yeah, barely walks him, but it will. And Lamb will walk Perez. So the Reds looking for some insurance. And now here comes Johnny Bench. Bench is 0 for 4. He has yet to join the hit parade. Bench, is very much due for a big one here. Infield set at double play. Lamb will pitch. Lamb, 3-1. Against the righty, it's a home run result. Against the righty, Bench needs a 16. That's a 12. And what did I say? Did I say he was due? Didn't I just say he was due? Yeah, I kind of said he was due. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Johnny Bench. Stadium cheers. Yay! The big stars have come out hot for the Reds tonight. Reds now lead 12-6. And everything is going the Reds' way. Reds got out to a 4-0 lead. Then the Dodgers made it 5-4. And then the Reds just opened it up. 12-6. Johnny Bench gets a 2-run bomb. So Pete Rose a cycle and Bench a bomb. And the pitcher, Maloney, a bomb. The next batter is Stewart. And Ray Lamb, that'll be it for him. Dodgers will go to the bullpen. And Stewart coming up to bat. And let's see who the Dodgers are going to bring out. And they're going to go with Alan Foster. 3 wins, 9 losses, a 4.37 ERA. Foster's going to be the 5th Dodger pitcher. Jim Brewer's in the bullpen, but they wouldn't use him in a game like this. So Alan Foster will pitch for the Dodgers here. In the bottom of the 8th, 12-6. Foster will pitch. Foster, 2-3. That's a blank. Stewart, 3-3. That's a fly out to left. That'll be handled by Gabrielson for the first out. Next batter is Savage. Savage is 0 for 2 with 2 walks. And he walked in a run. Foster, 5-5. That's a blank. Savage, 6-6. Ground ball to third, taken care of there by Lefebvre. And Lefebvre will throw it over for out number 2. And now Cheney, and he'll bat. Cheney is 1 for 4. Got a double. Foster will go ahead and deal. Foster, 2-1. Against the switch left, it's a home run result, but Cheney has zeros. Cheney, 3-2, but he will get a base hit. He'll hit that one pass first. So Cheney keeps the inning going with a single. Carroll can hit. He's got a batter card, and I think they're going to let him bat here. And he will, and he can hit hard. Coming on to bat will be Clay Carroll, the pitcher. He has a 207 average and a bomb and an RBI. Could Clay Carroll hit a home run? I don't think I've ever had 2 pitchers hit bombs in the same game. Cheney on at first. Carroll will stay in there, and Foster will pitch to him. There are 2 outs. Cheney on at first. Foster, 3-4. It's a home run result against the righty. Carroll needs a 12. Holy cow, it's a 20. Oh, no. Foster, 3-4, a home run against the righty. Carroll needed a 12, and that's a 20. I almost had 2 pitchers at bombs. 3-2, and instead he grounds it to third. That'll be handled there by Lefebvre. The throw goes over to first, and the side is retired. 2 runs, 2 hits, a 2-run bomb by Johnny Bench. Reds have a 12-6 lead after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th. Reds lead the ball game 12-6. Clay Carroll coming in on the mound. Len Gabrielson leads off for the Dodgers. He'll bat. He's 0 for 3. But the Reds are 3 outs away from now getting 3 back of third place. Carroll, 6-6. Walk plus 10, and he walked him. So Carroll walks Gabrielson, and the runner, the leadoff man, is on. Now the batter is Lefebvre. And the question is he going to bat? And let's see what the Dodgers want to do here. Lefebvre is at third base. And he is going to, he's going to hit. He actually hits righties not too bad. And you got to get ready for the pitcher as well. He's going to hit. Lefebvre is going to go ahead and stay out there. He will bat. Infield is at double play. Reds lead 12-6. Carroll, 4-4. Strikeout 6. Got him. He struck him out. Strikeout there for Carroll. 1 down. The next batter is Haller. He'll bat. Haller is 0 for 3. Gabrielson on at first. Clay Carroll looking in on Haller. Carroll, 1-6. Strikeout. 17 is high. Haller, 3-4. And that's a ground ball to first. Can it end the game? 2-2-2. Shortstop, pivot, Cheney +1. A 1-3. The ball game is over. And it is. Ground ball to first. Mays got it. Throws to Cheney at short. Cheney's got it. Pumps once. Pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. This game belongs to the Reds. Stadium cheers. Yay! Nothing across except a walk. The Reds win the game 12-6. A cycle by Pete Rose. Bombs by Jim Maloney, Rose, and Bench. What a night for the Reds. Big time night for the Cincinnati Reds. They are not dead yet, but they do need a lot of help from the ticker. Final line score coming up. For the Reds, 12 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. For the Dodgers, 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Jim Maloney. He will get the win. He also had a bomb in the game. The losing pitcher goes to Don Sutton. And Carroll did give up a run, unfortunately, so he doesn't get a hold. But the big thing of the night, Pete Rose, a big time cycle for tonight. Home run, single, double, triple. Pete Rose got the cycle. Automatic Game of the Year candidate. But we are still not done. 10-minute ticker is next. How about it, guys? A cycle, my third cycle ever. And this time it's Pete Rose got it. Let's see. Mike Schmidt got a natural cycle. It was the first one I got. That was in the 76 season. Who got my second cycle? You think I would know who got the second cycle? I think that was in the 2016 season. I'll have to look. I have to see which one that was. But now Pete Rose gets my third. And it's what I call a 4-hit cycle. You got all 4 hits, one after the other. I call that a 4-hit cycle. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. This is the final 3-day ticker of the season. Tomorrow is not the pennant race. The final week does not start tomorrow, but that was only one. We only have 1 day. So this is the final 3-day ticker of the 69 year, the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th. The 69 season is winding down. So the Dodgers will take a loss here to the Reds, 12-6. Let's see how the rest of the majors goes. September 22nd, Yankees at Boston. The Red Sox are still in second place. They have a 4-game lead on the Tigers for second. The Yankees have been eliminated. Yankees 764, and that is 7. Red Sox 811, that's 0. And now the Tigers have a chance to get closer. Seattle at California. Pilots 312, that's 0. Angels 1021, and that is 2. And that's a win for the Halos. Minnesota at Kansas City. The Twins are 1 game back of Oakland for the division. Twins 1536, that is 5. Royals 354, and that's 4. And the Twins are now a half game back. Braves and the Astros. The Braves are a half game back of the Giants. The Astros are now with the Dodgers loss here. The Dodgers are 3 back of the Dodgers for third. Atlanta 531, that is 2. Astros 421, that's 1. And the Astros will not gain any ground, but the Braves are now tied with the Giants, at least for now. Cardinals and the Mets. The Mets are tied with the Cubs for the National League East. The Cardinals are in third place. The Cardinals are not going to get any better than that, but they got to hold off the Pirates, who are only a half game behind them. Cardinals 0-45, that is 2. Mets 831, that's 3. And the Mets will get a happy recap. Giants and the Padres. The Padres may not get 40 wins. The Giants are tied with the Braves. Giants 22-12, and that is only 2. Padres 5-52, and that is 4. And the Padres will beat the Giants. On to September 23rd, Yankees at Boston. Yankees 5-52, that is 4. Red Sox 761, that is 6. Boy, the Red Sox needed that win. Seattle at the Angels. Pilots 713, that is 1. Angels 862, that is 6. A win for the Halos. Baltimore at Cleveland. The Orioles have already clinched home field throughout. They cannot do any worse. They are the number 1 seed overall. The World Series will go through Memorial Stadium. Baltimore 10-22, that is 2. Indians 4-36, and that is 3. The rest of the games for the Orioles are meaningless. Minnesota at Kansas City. Twins 13-61, and that is 7. Royals 5-11 at 0, and the Twins staying with the Athletics. White Sox and the Athletics in a big doubleheader. The Twins right now with the 2 wins, they are now tied with Oakland. But this is a big doubleheader between the White Sox and the Athletics. White Sox, of course, were eliminated long ago. Game 1, White Sox 623, and that is 2. Athletics 1363, and that is 8. The A's get the first. White Sox 565, that is 7. Athletics 1311, that is 0. And they will split the twin bill. Expos and the Cubs. Right now, with the Mets winning in the last day, the Cubs are now a half game back of the Mets. The Mets hoping the Expos can pull off a big-time win. Expos 734, and that is 3. Cubs 1462, and that is 8. And the Cubs will stay with the Mets. Dodgers and the Reds in a doubleheader. The Reds have already won the game tonight. Now a big-time doubleheader between the Dodgers and the Reds. Can the Reds get even closer to the Dodgers? Game 1. Dodgers 1142, and that is 4. Reds 8-12, that's 0. And they lose the first game. Game number 2, Dodgers 1251, and that's 5. Reds 15-21, and that's 3. And the Dodgers win both games. And a big win for the Reds today on the board, but unfortunately, that may have just gone for naught. Atlanta and the Astros. The Astros are not done yet. Still chasing the Dodgers. Atlanta 13-24. And that is 3. Astros 10-64. That's 8. And the Astros still alive. They're still above 500. Still hoping against hope they can still get in there. Cardinals and the Mets. Once again, the Cardinals trying to stay ahead of the Pirates. Cardinals and the Mets. Mets trying to hold on in first place in the East. The winner of the National League East will have home field throughout the National League. Cardinals 624, and that is 2. Mets 061, that is 4, and the Mets will get the win. Phillies and the Pirates. The Cardinals have now lost 2 games tonight. A win by the Pirates, I believe they will take third. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Philadelphia none to play for, but the Pirates certainly do. Phillies 616, that is 1. Pirates 1152, and that is 5. And the Pirates, I believe they have taken third place in the National League East. San Francisco and the Padres. Giants trying to stay ahead of Atlanta. Giants 12-13, that's 1. Padres 2 30, 31, 31, and that is 2. And the Padres give the Giants a bad loss. On to September 24th, Yankees and the Red Sox. Yankees 10-14, that's 1. Red Sox 2-52, that's 3. The Red Sox will get the win. Seattle at California. Seattle 8-23, and that is 2. Angels 8-43, and that is 4. A win for the Halos. Baltimore at Cleveland. Orioles 19-52, that is 7. Indians 0-36, that's 2. A win for the O's. Washington at Detroit. Washington at Detroit. Neither one of these teams have played tonight. It's a doubleheader. The Tigers, their magic number is 1. A win in any one of these games, the Tigers are in the playoffs, no matter what. Washington, 4-36, and that is 3. Tigers, 10-12, and that is 1. The Senators win the first. Game number 2. Senators, 7-26, and that is 2. Tigers, 7-26, that is 2. It goes to extras. Washington has a +0. Tigers have a -1 in the clutch. Extra innings. Can the Tigers go to the playoffs? Washington rolls a 5 +0. Detroit rolls a 5. -1 is 4. And the Senators win both games. They are still mathematically alive. Minnesota at Kansas City. The Tigers could not clinch tonight. Minnesota at Kansas City. Twins 14-23, and that is 3. Royals 2-36, and that's 2. That's a win for the Twins as they're staying with the Oakland Athletics. White Sox at Oakland. White Sox 8-56, and that's 6. Athletics 10-32, and that is 3. And I believe right now Minnesota and Oakland are right there with each other. Montreal and the Cubs. The Cubs trying to stay ahead of them, trying to stay with the Mets. Mets hoping the Expos can pull off a big upset here. Expos 3-35, and they're going to do it. That's 2. Cubs 13-15. That is, well, maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. 13-15. That is 2. It will go to extras. It will go to extras. Montreal and the Cubs. Big time extra inning roll here. Expos roll a 5. -2 is 3. Cubs roll a 3. +0 is 3. That's a tie. Cubs will win it by virtue of home field. Dodgers and the Reds. Dodgers and the Reds. The Reds really need to win this game to have any hope. Bill Singer against Cloninger. Big win, big game here between the Dodgers and the Reds. Can the Reds at least get back to where they were? Dodgers 15-43, and that's 5. Reds 7-15, that is 1. That game belongs to the Dodgers. The Reds go 1-3 even after a spectacular game on the board. And they are not officially eliminated yet, but it does not look very good. They are, I believe, they are now 2 games under 500. Braves and the Astros. Houston now trying to stay alive. Braves trying to win the division. Braves 11-34, and that is 4. Astros 11-24, and that's 3. The Braves will stay up top. Cardinals and the Mets. Mets have won 2 games tonight, trying to stay up top in the National League East. Cardinals are now behind the Pirates. Cardinals 5-13. That's 0. Mets 1-16. That's 0. Wow. What a game between Carlton and Gentry. They will go to extras, where the Mets usually have a shot, but we'll see what happens. Cardinals and the Mets in extra innings. Cardinals roll a 3, plus 0 is 3. Mets roll a 1, but plus 3 is 4. And the Mets will get a happy recap again. All 3 happy recaps for the Mets tonight. Giants and the Padres. Giants trying to stay with the Braves. Giants 13-31, and that is 4. Padres minus 332, that's 1. And the Giants will hold on there. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be September 25th. We have not made the call yet, so let's see what we've got here. We've got the Yankees at Boston. The Yankees are out. The Red Sox right now took a bigger lead because Detroit lost both games today. So the Red Sox still have a pretty good hold. I'm going to declare that game kind of meaningless. Kansas City and the White Sox, meaningless. Baltimore, Cleveland, meaningless. Washington and Detroit, this isn't meaningless. This isn't meaningless because the Senators beat the Tigers. Tigers did not clinch the playoffs yet. Washington's mathematically still alive, and that is going to be our game. Tomorrow night, we will be at Tiger Stadium as the Washington Senators will take on the Detroit Tigers. It will be Dick Bosman on the mound for the Senators and Mike Kilkenny on the mound for the Tigers. Can the Tigers clinch a playoff berth tomorrow night, or will the Senators stay alive? Tomorrow night is the last night of the pennant race. The final week begins Thursday. And what will happen? There are still races to be decided. This 69 season is still not over yet. Senators and Tigers, be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. I'm pretty sure this game deserved it. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the darn bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Cincinnati Reds. This game belongs to the Reds. A 12-6 win. Jim Maloney a bomb. Johnny Bench a bomb. And Pete Rose hits for the cycle. See you guys tomorrow night.